Yeah, step deviation method is also one method which convert the bigger numbers to the smaller numbers. Then we will get answer easily. So what are the steps to solve? That is the first step. The first step we for each class. So there will be given for the step deviation classes. So for each class, we have to find first intervals. We have to find first class intervals that only variates. In every question we taken variates, na? They are given classes, so we have to find variates. We denote variates with x, small x. So find the class, find the class mark xi. First we have to find xi. That only variates we have to find. For every method we need variates. That is the first step. And the second step is in same like previous method, shortcut method, that is mean observed method, assumed mean method. Here also we should assume one mean. That is the second step. Let capital A be assumed mean. Assumed mean. Assumed mean. This is the second step in the solution. And the third one, what is the third one? After assuming a mean capital A, we find in previous method deviations. Small d we find there xi minus a. Here we have to find mu I. Calculate mu I. This is also like a deviation, but not deviation. This is one different one comparing to deviation. What is the meaning of this mu I is equal to xi minus capital A. Xi means variates. Capital A means assumed mean by small c. So what about the C? Where C is the class size. The class size. C is the class size. It may be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever it is. It should be an integer. And the fourth step, it will be the final step. Now we have to find the mean by use the formula mean is equal to capital M. Mean is equal to A plus C into summation Fi mu I. There we have summation Fi xi. Here we have summation Fi mu I by summation Fi. This is the formula. See, in every method, you have to know the formula. First of all, remember this. Without knowing the formula, you can't do anything. But if you know the formula, you can do correct solution. How? See, if you know the formula, first step deviation method, this is the formula. If you know this formula, here what is the requirement, you can understand easily. Here we need to find C. We need to find assumed mean. We need to find mu. And the Fi's will be given. So here if you see the formula, what we have to find, you can find easily. After finding all the values, assumed mean, class size, mu I, then substitute all values in this formula, you will get the solution. So that is only the process of a step deviation method. So now I will give one question for this step deviation method, and this is we can use step deviation method for class intervals and for non-class intervals. So here we are discussing about class intervals question. So now I will give one question just to see. Find the mean. I will give wait. Yes. Find mean. Just listen carefully, Jibin. Otherwise you can't understand. So I will give you very slowly. Find mean of the given data. by using of the given data by using step deviation method. There will be mentioned step deviation method, direct method, shortcut method, or assumed mean method. There will be mentioned in the question. Here mentioning what? Find the mean of the given data by using step deviation method. Step deviation method. So this is the question. In the question there will be mentioned step deviation method. Remember, we should read the question. What is asking in the question? Which method is asking the question? That is very important. Here is asking what? Step deviation method. So they're given what? I'm writing the box. Class intervals. CI means class intervals. Remember, and you know already frequencies. Frequency. So for which class interval, what is the frequency? I'm writing here. So class intervals given 10 to 15, one class interval, 15 to 20, one class interval, 20 to 25, one class interval, 25 to 30, one class interval, 30 to 35, one class interval, 35 to 40, one more class interval. So totally here given 6 class intervals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in every question which is having class intervals like this only you will get. The question will be like this only. Here in place of 10 to 15 there will be given 10, 20 like that, 100, 500 like that. Something will be different but the question will be having class intervals and frequencies. What is the frequency for 10 to 15 class interval? They're given 10. And what is the frequency for 15 to 20 is given 15. This is the question only, not answer. This is given in the question. I am writing the question. And here given 20. And for 25 to 30 is given 16. And 30 to 35 is given 15. And for the last class interval, the frequency is given 5. So like this, the question will be given. Question only will be given like that. Okay. And he will ask what is the mean. That only, find mean. What is the mean is asking. By using which method? By using step deviation method. So for which method, whatever it is, we need to find first of all xi values. This we should find compulsory. Remember, for every question that variate value is very important. So now I am drawing the solution diagram, solution box. What is given first? Class interval is given first. What is class interval? 10 to 15, 15, 20, 20, 25, 25, 30, 30, 35, 35, 40. This is given class interval. And for each class interval, they're given what? Frequency. What is the frequency? So, listen carefully. So, after writing class interval, you should write variate value xi. How you will find xi? That is the question. I will tell you about that xi. And after xi, you have to write frequency fi. That only, this is frequency fi. So I am writing first fi's. I will write in the solution first what is given data. So in given data, class intervals I wrote. Now I am writing frequencies. What is the frequencies? That is for this given 10, for this given 15, for this given 20, for this given 16, for that given 15, for the last one given 5. Here we got 15 two times, but no problem. Okay, that is not an issue. Now, how you will find xi value? That xi is nothing but, see, this is class interval, right? In class interval, this 10 is upper value, sorry, lower value, and this 15 is upper value. This is called lower class interval. This is called upper class interval. In 15 and 20, this 15 is lower class interval, 20 is upper class interval. and 20, 25. 20 is lower class, 25 is upper class. Same like that, we can easily find what is lower class interval, what is upper class interval. Now how you will find xi? That xi is nothing but I am writing here, see, xi, that is variate, is nothing but upper class interval plus lower class interval by 2. This is the formula. That means what? We should add 10 and 15 and we should divide by 2. That is what? For first one I am finding, for first class interval I am finding xi value. Here only I am doing, that is for first one it will be x1. x1 is equal to 10 plus 15 by 2. 10 plus 15 by 2. 10 plus 15 by 2 means what? 10 plus 15. 10 plus 15 by 2 is nothing but what? 25 by 2. 25 by 2 is nothing but what? 12.5. 12.5. 25 by 2 value is 12.5. 12.5 plus 12.5 will be 25. So here you will get the first variate value will be 12.5. I am giving a circle. Okay, to understand easily, I am giving a circle. Now for second class interval, what you will get the variate? Again same process, 15 plus 20 by 2. You should add 20 plus 15 and by 2. That is I am writing here. Second one, 15 plus 20 by 2. 20 plus 15 will be 35 by 2. 35 by 2 will be what? 2 7 ja, sorry, 2 1 ja and 2 4 ja, 14.5. 14.5. Okay, that only, na? No. 2 7 ja, 17.5. 17.5. So it will be what? Second one will be 17.5. And third one will what? 20 plus 25 by 2 again. It will be 22.5. And this will be 27.5. And this will be 32.5. And this will be 37.5. How you can write directly these values, first you find this by using the formula 10 plus 15 by 2. After that you should add only 5. 12.5 plus 5, 17.5. Again add 5, 22. Again add 5, 27. Again add 5, 32. Again add 5, 37. Like this you have to add 5. How we can know that only 5 we have to add? That is nothing but the difference between these two. Your 15, 20, what is the difference? 5 only the difference. Here also 5 only the difference. 5 only the difference. The difference we should add for each and every x value. So in this way we can find easily variates. Now my question is, Jibin, have you any doubt? Jibin, have you any doubt? Jibin?
Sir, no, sir.
Yes. I am continuing. Listen carefully. Yes. So here, this is the process to find the xi values. Simple. We have to add 10 and 15. We have to divide by 2. 10 plus 15 by 2. 15 plus 25 by 2. Like this, if you find these values, you will get it's 5 difference. How we can know that the difference is 5? Simple. Here, what is the difference between these two numbers? 15 plus 5, 20. 20 plus 5, 25. 25 plus 5, 30. 30 plus 5, 35. So we understood clearly the difference is 5. Then add for each number 5, 5, 5 to get the next number. So now we got the xi values. Yeah. After getting xi values, what we have to know, what we have to do? Then go for the formula. We have to find what is A. We have to find what is C. We have to find what is summation fi, what is summation fi mu I. Here A we can find easily. How? We know assumed mean A is nothing but here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 numbers is there. What is the middle number? First I am leaving this first one and the last one. This is these two I am leaving. And again I am leaving 2 numbers. and more 2 is the middle numbers. So if you have only middle one, we can take that only the assumed mean. But if we have two values, na, then you can take whatever it is. That is your wish. Now I'm taking always, I'm considering always the assumed mean is small value. It is better to take small value comparing to big value to get the values small values. Okay, so that is for that I'm considering this 22.5 is as assumed mean. I'm writing here A. I'm considering, I am taking, let A is equal to 22.5. So in the formula A finished. Again C. C, I told you what is the meaning of C? Class size. What is the class size? Very easy. Class size is nothing but what? Class size. Here, what is the difference? That is only the size. Class size is nothing but what? 5. 5 is the class size. Understand what I'm saying? So C is equal to 5. That is class size. Remember, class size is nothing but the difference between the two limits. Upper limit minus lower limit. 15 minus 10 is nothing but 5. So that is only nothing but what? Class size. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Listen. After finding Fi and Xi, and we have to find now mu I. We have to find mu I. So how you will find mu I? That is very important. See here, mu I formula I am writing. Mu I is equal to, what is the formula mu I? Xi minus A by C. The formula is Xi minus A by C. Xi minus A by C. So we know already A is 22.5 and Xi is we taken as A is 22.5. Xi values already we have here. This is x1, x2, x3, x4, x5, x6. And what about C? C already we have 5. Then we can find easily mu I values. So here, the first one, what is the mu I value? Xi 12.5, 12.5 minus A 22.5 by C 5. So if you subtract, what you will get here? 12.5 minus 22.5 is nothing but minus 10. Minus 10. So the difference between these two is 10, but the bigger value having minus the minus 10 by 5. 5 1 ja, 5 2 ja, it will be minus 2. Then the second one, we have to find what? This is the first mu I value, that is mu 1. Then you have to find mu 2. For mu 2, what you have to do? 17.5 minus 22.5. That will be 5. After minus 2, I told you yesterday, you will get minus 1. After minus 1, you will get 0. After 0, you will get plus 1. After 1, you will get 2. After 2, you will get 3. I told you yesterday, this is the logic. If you solve also, you will get the same values. So without solving, we can write. Why? Because for every two xi values, you have same difference, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So you will get minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So after getting this mu I values, mu I we have, Fi we have, C we have, A we have, but there is no Fi mu I. So we should multiply Fi with mu I. That is the last step. That is Fi mu I. So these all are mu I values. These all are Fi values. You have to multiply Fi mu I. 10 into minus 2 will be minus 20. 15 into minus 1 will be minus 15. 20 into 0 will be 0. 16 into 1 will be 16. 15 into 2 will be 30. 15 to 30. 5 into 3 will be 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 we got. So this is Fi mu I. So maximum it is going to complete. See here, we have Fi mu I, Fi mu I. We have Fi, Fi. Mu I also we have, and C also we have, and A also we have. Now we have to find summation. Summation means what? Summation Fi. These all are Fi values. Now if you add all these, you will get summation. That is summation Fy is equal to, add all these, 10 plus 15, 25 plus 20, 45 plus 10, 55 plus 6, 61, 71 plus 5, 76 plus 5, 76 plus 5, 81. Again, I am doing 15 plus 5, 20. So summation Fy, right? 20, 36, 40, 56, 76, 86 plus 5. Sorry, 76 plus 5, 81. So summation means what? We have to add all these. Summation Fi. Now, in the formula, summation Fi also completed. Summation Fi mu I is there. Summation Fi mu I means for Fi mu I values, we have to add. That is summation Fi mu I is equal to what? We have to add all these. The negative values, positive values, right? Negative what? Minus 35. 20, 15, 35. Positive what? 30, 16, 15. So first I am adding these positives. 30, 40, 50, 61. And 61 minus 20, 41. 41 minus 10, 31. 31 minus 5, 26. 26. Again, so it is better to check. Remember this. 30, 40, 50, 61. Minus 20, 15, 35. So you have to subtract now. 35 means more 25 plus 1, 26. That is only to answer. 26 is summation Fi mu I. Now write the formula. Mean is equal to A plus C into summation Fi mu I by summation Fi is the formula. I'm writing, I'm substituting. A is what? 22.5 plus C is what? 5 into summation Fi mu I value, what we got? 26 by summation Fi we got value what? 81. Now if you simplify these values, you will get the solution. So what is the value? 26 by 18. 26 by 18 means that is even, this is odd, so it will not get cancelled. So multiply 5 into 26, multiply, and after multiplying you have to divide with 81. So what you will get? 81, 26, 26, 81. This is totally rough. So 0.260 you will get. 81, 260, what you will get? 8 2 ja 16, 8 3 ja, yeah, 8 3 ja 3 ja. So